Hi, it's Colin from the Natural Learning Company. Welcome to our second video. If you've just joined us, you'll see on the LinkedIn page that we dropped a video in August to share some tools and some tips to help you as a facilitator, trainer, leader, communicating with groups of people, maybe online or in the room, to share some tools and tips that can overcome some common challenges that we face. Last time, in August's video, we looked at this model, the ability to be able to create high levels of psychological safety using what we call the 1, 2, 3, 4 technique. If you've not seen that video, you might want to stop this now, jump back, have a look at it, and then join us. You can see it on the LinkedIn page, or you can go to the naturallearningcompany.com website, and on there you'll find this video. Imagine now we've been using this technique, they've thought about it, shared it, worked in groups, got spokespeople, etc. Fine, great stuff, they're now feeding back to you. But there's a common pitfall that can sometimes happen, and it happens with the best of intention. Because I really want to interact with the group, but let's be honest, there's often a place that you really want them to get to. I really hope they get it. I really hope they get this point, this key message or key understanding from the stuff that we've been working with. But sometimes that desire to get people to get it can lead to a certain type of behavior. And rather than talk it through, I'll just do a quick role modeling of it. So I'm the trainer, I've got a group of people, they've done some stuff around a leadership model that I've shared with them, and now I'm getting some feedback. But notice what happens. So now that we've got the opportunity to get some feedback, so in terms of how we could use this moving forward, please, bit of feedback, anybody? David, yes, go ahead. I think we could do A, B, C and 1, 2, 3 with this. David, thank you. Fantastic. Great answer. Thank you very much indeed. Anybody else? Anybody else go? Yep, Brian, go ahead. I think we could do A, B, C and 1, 2, 3 with this. Right, okay, interesting, Brian. Okay, thank you, thank you. Anybody else? Sarah, what do you think? I think we could do this, that, and the other with it. Sarah, thank you. Oh, nailed it, absolutely perfect. Bang on, absolutely spot on. Perfect answer, thank you very much indeed. Notice what's happened. How's Brian feeling? He must be feeling fantastic. There he is. He's done a bit of work around a particular thing. He's come and fed it back into the room. He's stuck his hand up. He's put himself in a vulnerable position by offering his opinion into the room. And because I judged all of the answers and gave slightly different responses according to how close it was to the idea that was in my head, I have said to Brian, you got it wrong. I said to David, oh yeah, you're close, mate. You're close. You're doing quite well. And of course, Sarah has nailed it. In other words, what I've really communicated with the group is I had a right answer in my head. And regardless of the process that you've gone through, you got it right. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been a participant where I've seen trainers sort of do that kind of thing. It's like, oh yeah, great answer. Yeah. Okay. Because they've qualified their response, they've judged it and let the audience know that they've judged it. And the tragedy here is that very often what happens is the trainer, because they want to, they want the group to participate. And maybe their intention is, look, yes, I have got a thing in my head and I do want you to get there, but I want you to get there, not me to tell it to you, which is a lovely intention because people support what they help to create. So if they can create the same meaning that I believe or my organization believes or whatever, then fantastic. It's yours then because you've put it together yourself. But it can be destroyed when we do that, when we qualify our responses when people give feedback. So what's the solution to this? Here's the solution. And I'll demonstrate it with a rerun of the previous one. So we've just looked at this leadership model, and so where do you think we can take this? Bit of feedback now would be really helpful. David, yes, go ahead. What do you think? I think we could do A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 with this. Okay, David, so let me just check. So you think we could do A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3 with this? Have I got that right? Yep, that's right. Yep. Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Anybody else? Brian, yes, go ahead. Yeah, I think we could do 1, 2, 3 and ABC with this. Okay, Brian, so let me just double check. You think we can do 1, 2, 3 and ABC with this? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Yep, Sarah, what do you think? I think we could do this, that, and the other with this. Okay, so you think we could do this, that, and the other bit. So, yep, okay, thank you. Notice the difference between the two. In the first one, I give it a qualified answer, which says you're getting close, no, you're miles away, and you've got it spot on. If I do that regularly enough, people will start to contribute less because it's clear that there's a right answer here or there's a wrong answer here. Notice what I did on this one. I used my ears, fine. So I did some listening. How do you know that I did some listening? I reflected back what the other person had said to their satisfaction. And then I said, thank you. Didn't qualify it, didn't do anything else with it. I just said, thank you. By doing this, two things are happening. One is, well, I'm valuing their contribution and demonstrating that I'm listening. And for those of you all know that, reflective or empathic listening is some of the most powerful listening, especially in building trust and understanding. The other thing is I'm communicating with the group. Is there a right or wrong answer here? Because I'm being completely neutral. Now, once that process has happened, I can take this in any direction I like. If I want the group to do further buy-in, I might say, okay, now that we've got a whole bunch of different ideas in the room, in your groups, take a few minutes and discuss. So what do you think out of everything that we've heard are the steps that we need to take for this particular, whatever, leadership model in this example? It might be that we want to take them in a slightly different direction insofar as they've fed it back, but they've missed it. They've missed a really crucial bit that I really wanted them to get. They didn't quite get it. What do we do now? Well, it looks like this. Okay, so thank you for your feedback. In addition to what you've said, and then I might be able to add something that they might have missed. Or let's just, say they've missed it completely. They've missed the point completely. Then it gives me an opportunity to go, right, thank you for the feedback. From our perspective, ours being the organization or whatever, and then you can add anything that they've either missed or if they've missed it completely. Because the purpose of the process is not necessarily about them getting the right answer first time. It's about encouraging them to continue the process of participation. Now, if you're using this method, the 1, 2, 3, 4 technique, as you know, the chances are they've got the right answer. They've filtered it through, they've challenged it, they've questioned it. But occasionally, you will get either a misunderstanding or maybe they haven't quite got it in the way that you'd like it, or they've missed a bit. Well, by using this process, they get valued, they don't get judged. And then if there are bits missing, you can, at the end, use the magic words like in addition, or from our perspective, or the research tells us. So that is what we call an unqualified response, using reflective listening, a simple thank you. And by using this, again, we can maintain that contribution and participation that we're looking for. By the way, some of you have been participants and you've experienced this and you know how frustrating it is. I'd just say, try this, see how it goes. Works beautifully online as well. Doesn't have to be in a classroom situation. So that's it for this month. Very quick, just listen to it, reflect it back, say thank you, and then take it where it needs to go once you've created the conditions where they know they're not going to be judged. So that's September's. See you in October. If there are any topics that you want to share with me, that you might want me to share with everybody else around tools or techniques, please let me know, send me a message, and I'd be more than happy to put it into future videos. If not, don't worry, I'll keep sending more of this stuff out as we go along. So I hope you had a nice summer. See you in autumn. See you in October. Thank you.